Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A windy start to the weekend with the potential to cause some power outages. Last night it was snow, and tonight it's the wind that's the main concern.
Start things off here on our late edition with Paul. The wind advisory now in effect for Southeast Michigan.
Yeah, I've got all sorts of new data coming in, so let's talk about it. We have this wind advisory that's in effect now all the way until 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. So let's talk about this. Very strong winds coming in from the southwest. Temperatures this evening have actually been on the rise, but that's not where the strong wind is coming from. The wind direction is from this direction, but the strong wind is actually associated with a cold front here, and you'll see tonight, as that cold front comes through, the wind is going to shift around to the northwest, and that is going to bring a number of things. It's going to bring snow squalls, it's going to bring dropping temperatures, and it's going to bring those strong wind gusts. Now, right now, the wind gusts at metro and city airports are nearly 40 miles per hour, so they've been steadily increasing this evening. You can see we have Jackson reporting a 43-mile-an-hour gust, Lansing's at 40 miles per hour. So this stuff is just gradually coming in from the west and the northwest, and we're just going to keep an eye on this through the nighttime hours. But what you need to know is that, again, this wind advisory continues in effect. The gusts, very likely at some point we'll see some 45 to 50 mile-an-hour gusts. And by the way, I have a new model coming in. I'm going to show you the projections on some of those gusts coming up. But the peak time now, we're delaying the front a little bit, is midnight to 4 a.m. So again, be back just a few minutes with some updated model data, guys.
All right, Paul, all the rain, ice, and snow from yesterday's storm causing major issues down in Monroe, leaving cars stuck, left some people stranded.
Our Jason Colthorpe is live in Monroe tonight. Jason, at 6 p.m., things were still a mess. What's the water level looking like right now?
Much better, Kim. Let me give you a little look. Earlier today, you saw Sean lay up to his knees in this area, but the water behind me is receded way back that way. Over to my right, it was all the way up near this spot earlier today. This is all receded all the way back that way. However, the roads are still closed in each direction, and people need to obey those signs. The pictures of the river Raisin today, incredible. First, the river itself, ice chunks topping the water completely, making it look from above like rugged terrain. But the weight of that ice was pushing down and forcing the water sideways into streets and cars and up to doorsteps.
I woke up this morning about like 5:20, and I saw they started putting the road closed signs. I saw a little bit of the water out there. Johnny Moore had only been at work a couple of hours this morning when he got the call to come back home, only to find the water starting to surround his house. I mean, it was nerve-wracking, really. I was more focused on just making sure I could get my wife and my son out of here. That was my main concern, really. You can buy new stuff. Monroe police ended up helping many people today, including this woman who got stuck in her car. But how did this winter flood happen? Wednesday night, Monroe got at least an inch of rain. All of that water and the melted snow ran into the river, which normally would flow out into Lake Erie. But Thursday, the sudden drop in temps to below freezing, along with 5 inches of snow here, led to ice jams forming. And instead of that water going out to the lake, it came into the streets. I'm just still surprised this all happened in the middle of February.
As are we all. Just incredible to see that. Also, a shout out to Paul Gross for the weather data available to help me break down how this all happened. And also, you saw a pickup in the video there just plowing through that water. And you're probably wondering, is that okay to do? No, it's not. In fact, that guy was not making any friends in this area along that way. And a good example of why you shouldn't do that, a moment ago, we saw a pickup come around the road closed sign, which is right behind our camera, go down here, going very fast, and the water is way down there now, not as deep as it was, still hit that water, and then proceeded to get stuck on the other side of that for several moments before getting loose. And again, all of these roads in this area remain closed. We'll see how that changes throughout the weekend, but people still need to use extreme caution in this area. We're in Monroe tonight. Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Indeed. Okay. Jason, thanks.
Developing tonight in Oakland County, where a snowmobile goes through the ice on Union Lake in Commerce Township. The rider was pulled from the water and taken to the hospital. We await word on his condition tonight.
Home County I-696 at Mound Road is back open tonight after a Jeep slams into the back of a box truck. shutting down the eastbound lanes around 8 p.m. The driver was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. No word on whether slick conditions played a role in that crash.
The president is offering what might be the most ominous assessment yet of the chances Russia will invade Ukraine. He believes Russia intends to attack in the coming days and that Russia is spreading disinformation to make it look like Ukraine attacks first.
President Biden speaking to top allies from Europe to Canada today before addressing the American people, saying he believes Russian President Vladimir Putin will order an invasion of Ukraine.
As of this moment, I'm convinced he's made the decision. We have reason to believe that.
At the same time, Vice President Kamala Harris is in Munich for a high-profile security conference where the crisis is taking center stage.
We remain open to diplomacy. The onus is on Russia at this point to demonstrate that it is serious in that regard.
U.S. officials say Russia's troop presence has grown to as many as 190,000 now along Ukraine's borders, with roughly half in attack position. Secretary of State Antony Blinken accusing Russia of actively creating false provocations aimed at sparking conflict with Ukraine and justifying an invasion.
A scenario that is already in play.
Western leaders believe one such plot may be playing out in breakaway regions of eastern Ukraine, where Russian-backed separatists are evacuating, claiming they're under threat amid a spike in shelling. Ukraine putting the blame squarely on Russia. Secretary Blinken set to meet with Russia's top diplomat next week, provided there's been no invasion.
I want to offer a word of thanks.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin meeting with American troops in Poland today amid news the U.S. is expected to move more forces into Hungary to bolster NATO ally defenses.
A planned meeting tomorrow between Vice President Harris and Ukraine's president now in question amid concerns that Russia could take advantage of that moment if Ukraine's leader were to leave the country.
The COVID numbers across the state continue to drop as we head into the weekend. The state reporting 3,827 new cases over the past 2 days. That averages out to 1,900 cases per day. 112 new deaths are also being reported over that same time period. So the trend in the 7-day moving average just keeps getting better as well. At the beginning of the month, we were averaging 7,100 cases per day. Now we're below 2,000 for the first time since September. The state also reporting a 59% decline in COVID hospitalizations since mid-January. Tonight, hopes for a new future are mixing with the devastation for anyone connected to the Oakland Hills Country Club.
Firefighters remained on the scene in Bloomfield Township earlier today, working to beat down the hot spots. No one talking about the cause of the fire yet, but fans and neighbors are looking forward to the club making a comeback.
There's going to be a little pain and it's going to take a little time, but I think they'll do it the right way with all the integrity that they've always held themselves to, and I look forward to it.
Clubhouse management expected to hold a news conference on Monday to talk about plans on moving forward.
Police in Ottawa say they'll work night and day to clear out a trucker protest that's occupied the Canadian capital for weeks. This is video as the operations were underway. We've heard there have been at least 70 arrests and 21 vehicles towed. Those numbers may have grown. Canadian truckers and their supporters started the protest over vaccine mandates. We saw a similar protest that closed the Ambassador Bridge. Today, a judge indefinitely extended the injunction banning protesters from trying to do that again. Royal Oak police are looking for someone who stole money from employees working hard for their tips.
Got two views from surveillance cameras at the Freshie on South Main Street. The guy walks into the store, sees the employees away from the cash register, and reaches into the jar and grabs the money, puts it in his pocket. This was the afternoon of February 10th. If you recognize anything about him, call Royal Oak Police.